Guys, welcome back. In this very video, I'm going to share with you how to troubleshoot a 3-phase submersible pump using Digital Multimeter. Now, what you are seeing here is a motor. This is actually a 3-phase submersible pump motor. With this type of stainless submersible pump, we have two main sections. That is the motor section and the pump section. The motor section is what you are seeing right now, and with the pump section, I don't have it here. We connect it to this side where we have the bolt. That is where we connect the pump side to. With the pump side, that is where we are going to be seeing the filter and the impeller. What is actually going to pump the water? That is the impeller. We are going to be conducting 4 main tests. That is the resistance test, short circuit test, grounding or leakage test, and finally the continuity test. So at the end of the video, you know how to conduct these tests. And bear in mind that knowing how to troubleshoot a 3-phase motor is also a skill on its own. So please stay with me and let's learn this together. And don't also forget that a good motor winding shows low resistance. Don't forget this. It is very important to bear this in mind, that a good motor shows low resistance. In case you are new to electrical motors, just bear in mind that a good motor shows low resistance. And as I said, we are going to be conducting 4 main tests. That is the resistance test, short circuit test, grounding or leakage test, and finally the continuity test. This is a 3-phase submersible pump. We have the 3 live wires here and the earth. And on the description we have here, this is 380 volt AC motor. We have 5.5 kilowatts as the power rating, and finally the connection. This is a star motor. You have it right here. So what I will do is to bring the camera closer and we conduct this test. We are going to start with the resistance test and we proceed to the other. With the resistance test, we are going to check whether there is a break in the winding or there is no break in the winding. The resistance between these 3 live wires must be identical. That is the readings. It must be identical. Now, what I will do is to tune the meter to the resistance section. Okay. Right now we are having capital M and the ohm symbol here. That is the mega ohm. And at the down here we have auto range. The auto range we have here is going to help us to select the right reading. If the values are in ohms, it is going to actually tell us that the values are in ohms. If it is in kilo ohms, it's going to tell us that. If it is in mega ohms, it is also going to help us do that. That is the function of the auto range we have here. So if it is in ohms, this M you are seeing here, it is going to disappear, and it is only this ohmic symbol that we have here is going to show, meaning that thing we are checking is in ohms. Okay, so what we will do is to check the resistance between the windings. Okay, this one to the side. On the meter, we are having 2.3 ohms. You can see that we don't have nothing like capital M at the top here. We have the ohm symbol. This is 2.3 ohms. Okay, so that is that. Meaning this winding and this winding. That is the reading we have here. 2.3 ohms. Let's check this side too. You have to also make sure that your hands are not touching the windings. It's only the multimeter probes. This side we are having 2.3 ohms. Okay, let's check this side. You have to check across all the windings. The brown to black, the blue to black, the blue to brown. You have to check it in that order. This side we are having 2.3 ohms. So technically, I can tell that this motor is in good condition because the values are identical, or the values are similar to each other. Even if there is a difference, it's supposed to be similar, either 2.2, 2.4 or something like that. but with this we are having the same readings, so it is also okay to have that, meaning the windings are in good condition. I said it earlier on that a good motor winding shows low resistance. So that is that. If you are new to these motors, just bear in mind that a good winding shows low resistance. So guys, that is that for the resistance test. What we will do is to move to the short circuit test. And with the short circuit test, we are also going to be using the resistance section or the resistance to also check for the short circuit. The short circuit is also going to be between the windings, whether there is a break or there is no break. With the resistance, we check for the values. If there is a break, it is also going to tell us that there is a break. That's the resistance test. Or there is a problem with the windings. If others are having more resistance than the others, that is for the resistance test. And this is also the short circuit to check whether there is a break or there is no break. If a motor is having a short circuit, the multimeter is going to read to 0. That is a short circuit, meaning the windings are touching each other inside the motor. That is the short circuit. So if I check and there is a reading of 0, it means there is a short circuit. It means two windings are touching each other, and technically they're supposed not to touch to read to 0. That is what you have to bear in mind, that this is a star motor. A star motor has one end connected together. We are having line 1, line 2, line 3. Inside the motor, we have the other end also linked together to make it a star motor. So if you check this, as is the blue and the black, this is 2.4, the same as the resistance. This is a star motor, so technically there is a link between these windings inside the motor, but that is not going to give us 0 readings. But if there is a problem with it, it is going to give us 0. This is a star motor. You have to have that in mind. We are having 2.3. Let's check for the brown one. This is 2.4. You have to check all the windings from brown to black, black to blue, from blue to brown. You have to check them in that order to know whether it is faulty or it is not. So guys, this is also 2.3. The readings are identical, so technically there is no short circuit. If there is a short circuit, you are going to be having a vast difference in the values. There is nothing like a short circuit here, so the values are in phase or the values are identical. That is that. Okay, so what we will do is to conduct the leakage test or the grounding test. With the grounding test or the leakage test, we are going to check whether there is a link between the windings and the earth wire. Now you know that this earth is connected to this case, and you also have the windings inside this case or inside this enclosure. You have to make sure that the windings are not touching this metal case we have here. That is the grounding or the leakage test. So what we will do is to also use the resistance test. With the resistance, we can use it to do a lot of things. The only difference between resistance test and continuity test is that with the resistance, we are going to be having numerical values on the meter, and with the continuity, the meter is going to beep. Though there is going to be numbers showing on the meter when conducting continuity test. So it is the same way if you are conducting a resistance test or continuity test. You're going to be having the same values, just that one is going to beep and the other is not going to beep. That's the difference. You all perform the same work, but one is for resistance and the other one is also for continuity. I can conduct continuity test and say that I've conducted resistance test. If I conduct resistance test and there is a break and I conduct continuity test, the meter is not going to beep. It is also going to tell me that there's a break in the winding and there's going to be a values on the meter. So they are similar. I can conduct one and say that I've conducted the two all. If you know how to conduct tests on electrical motors, you can actually do that, and it is also correct. So with the grounding, we are also using the resistance to also check for the grounding. So what we will do is to check from the earth and the metal case here. we are having 0.8 ohms. It means there is a link between this earth and the metal case, or it means that this earth wire you see here has been connected to the metal case. You could also see it here. This is the earth wire that has been connected to the metal case. 1.0, 0.9. I can also tune it to continuity to confirm it from there. That is that. Okay, what I'll do is to tune it to the resistance and we check the windings. We are having OL on the meter. This is open loop or open circuit. It means there is no link between the earth wire and the winding. You can also check this one too. You can also check this. There is no link between these windings and the earth, and that is what it must be. There shouldn't be a link between the earth and the windings. So guys, that's for the grounding or the leakage test. Now let's move to the continuity itself. This is the continuity. It is beeping. This is a star motor, and a star motor, we have one end connected together, that's the bridge. With this, we only have 3 live wires here, meaning the other end is connected together inside this case or inside this motor, unless you open it before you'll be able to see it. With other motors having terminal box, you're going to see that there is one vertical line making the motor a star motor. And with this, when we check for the continuity, because we have all the 3 live wires connected together inside this motor, it is going to beep when we check for the continuity. Now let's check for the continuity between this and the winding. Open loop or open circuit, that is the OL. Okay, let's check from winding to winding. That it is beeping. This is a star motor, so we have all the 3 live wires also connected together inside this case or this enclosure. And the only thing you have to bear in mind that a good winding shows low resistance. Don't forget that. It is beeping because this is a star motor. We have all the other 3 live wires linked together inside this motor. So guys, that is how to troubleshoot a 3-phase submersible pump using a digital multimeter. We conducted a resistance test. That is to check the readings of the windings. Is to check whether they are identical or they are not. Whether there is a link between the windings or there is no link. And as we conducted the test, we were having identical readings. The readings relate to each other, meaning the motor is in good condition. We also conducted a short circuit test to check whether the windings are shorting each other. There is a link between the windings or there is no link. And as we conducted the continuity test, we found out that the multimeter was beeping, and it was beeping because this is a star motor and it was also having low resistance. When using the continuity for measurement, you have to bear in mind that if whatever you are checking is having low resistance, the meter is going to beep. If it is having high resistance, it is not going to beep. Though we have selected it to the continuity section and the motor is having low resistance and it beeped. Don't think that it beeped because the motor is faulty. This is a star motor having low resistance. Other motors, it is not going to beep, but because this is having low resistance, it beeped. Other motors having something like 4 point something ohms and all of that, it is not going to beep. But if the motor is having low resistance, it is going to beep for you. We also conducted the grounding or the leakage test to check whether the earth is having a link between the motor windings. This is the earth, and we conducted a test to check whether there is a link between this earth and this winding, this earth and this winding, this earth and this winding, and also the earth wire we have here and the motor case. This earth wire you are seeing here is connected to this, so we also confirmed it to see whether there is a break or there is no break. And as we conducted the test, there was no break. So guys, if you find this video helpful, consider subscribing to this channel and turn on notification bell so that anytime I drop a video, YouTube is going to notify you that Mr. Electric DIY has posted a new video. Thank you for watching this very video, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.